Kia ora from Aotearoa. It's Poppy speaking about the current ninth wave energies and this full lunar eclipse, which is really going to be big over the Americas, and it's sort of going to be like in Mexico. It's kind of like right in the middle of two energies, and sort of like during the night it's like one energy sort of wanes out while another one waxes in, and so the energy that is actually waning out is 10 Serpent, and this is very much about our internal energy systems and really being connected through all of our chakras, and that includes the earth chakras, which go right down to the core of the earth, and the star chakras, which go right up to the cosmic axis where the source light frequencies come from. So that's a huge being that we have, and getting to know it. But it's very much a time about, it's almost like shedding that old skin, the old skin of the old life, if we look at it in terms of the two energies merging together. And Serpent is also about the way that we move through space and frequency of time in like spirals, or even as a snake coils and it goes up and then it ascends up and rises up. Yeah, which we are doing with our beautiful Mother Earth. And this eclipse is so much about her. It's so much about her will, her ways, the returning to the natural ways when we live in a very artificial world. And a lot of that is also about retrieving the gifts in our DNA that we lost in the trauma of separation. And that separation, that time of that separation is going out as we reconnect fully our whole being, and we start to connect with other soul family. So there is a lot of justice in that, like natural justice, and the serpent energy is also about justice and wisdom. And there's a lot of beautiful energy that's pulling into natural justice, which is the way that nature and earth would desire, which is all about balance and harmony and love. And so it's straddling the energy of 11 death, which most people will wake up to after the eclipse is through, especially in the areas where the full lunar eclipse is seen the most. So 11 death, that's a gateway of rebirth and transformation. It's about surrendering and letting go, and just allowing those lower vibrational states of conflict and deceit, etc., to dissolve. So whenever we feel tension, whenever we feel unease or dis-ease, whenever we feel any sense of animosity, we can surrender that, and we will find that it's just part of that shedding of that old skin, as we're coming into the ways that are really of cosmic love. So this is about discovering the ways of peace and harmony, transparency, clarity, and cosmic love to birth. And transparency is something that is happening. So 11 death, we see through the veils of illusion. We see into the spirit world. Our ancestors support us. I am so in love with the ancestors that I'm very aware of, my ancestors that are with me through this time, that are making sure that further harm and further destruction is kept away, and so that those beautiful ways of nature are actually going to be bubbling up through us and through our connection, bringing her way, which is peace and harmony and balance. So yeah, it's a time where we are going to probably feel even more of a connection with these ancestors, these beautiful ancestors that are actually that it's I can see that they've had enough. They've had enough of all the harm, they've had enough of all the tricks, they've had enough of all the deceit, and it's kind of like we're working together as teams now. our beings on the different dimensions. It's a powerful, powerful time of this rebirth and transformation to really transcend the systems, the control systems. So we are in the day wave of force storm, and this is about really shifting out of the systems, that are generating chaos and all of those things, so that we as collectives are moving this chaos through to higher form or order, which is in keeping with nature's way, with her way. And we, so many of us are aware that we actually came here to be supportive with the earth, but also she is supportive with us. So as she rises, we are rising. And this is very much a frequency thing. The frequency is really, really increasing. It increases through our consciousness, through our connection with her, with all that is, with Source, which is the pure field of all consciousness that is available to us. It's kind of like we are a fractal of Source. We absorb those beautiful source-like frequencies that come through the sun. We become more and more and more strengthened in our Source soul stream to really live a different way, which is going to be very intuitive from here on in. It can't fall back onto the structures that are of the old systems. I'm also aware that at this time, when we have eclipses, those that have tried to keep the system, the control systems going, they tend to do their rituals, and we can really become immune to those now. And as we do those rituals, they get left with that energy. So in effect, they are hurting themselves because it's actually got nothing to do with us anymore. And it's just that we are making this choice, the people that often listen to these kind of messages anyway, but we are making this choice to be one with nature, to really, on all levels of our being, to be connected. And we are in that 11th day of the TRECENA. Like the day 11 is kind of like it brings resolution. It's an action. It's a gateway. It's a happening energy, and we are in the 11th day of the TRECENA, where sovereignty is seen and found through our ability to travel through the dimensions of our being as a fearless and peaceful warrior. Sorry about all the slipping up that I have with my words, but there's just so much feeling that is involved with this eclipse. I welcome this energy for the 6 months or so that are going to be carried through, which are going to be really transformation, beyond the veil. That's where things really happening. This 3D experience, so much happens from other dimensions, and the higher that we can travel in our own being through our own dimensions, the more effective we are in actually being the change that supports Mother Earth's rising and ours all together. So welcome to these incredible eclipse energies as we surrender and let go. That, and there can be tears and there will be flow, but the thing is just to be. It's to be and to trust with what is. As we keep birthing, we are really rebirthing ourselves into a new way of being. It starts with us, and as it really takes hold over the following years, we are going to be rebuilding with Mother Earth's blessing, with what she wants, with restoring nature's ways back, until that artificial intelligence will not be needed eventually in the future. And of course there's different aspects of that. but we have been caught in this matrix, which is very much run on all things artificial. So we will be surrendering that, letting go, coming into our own, redeveloping our gifts of telepathy, of cosmic love, of intuition, what we trust in and what we let go of, so that lower vibrational frequencies and states just don't dominate anymore. So that's quite amazing energy. I'm very grateful, and I wish all of us the highest and the best as we travel through these times, where chaos is it could be screaming, but if we stay centered in our cosmic heart, in our heart, in that, when I'm saying cosmic love, people have often defined love as kind of like romantic love or people love or a limited love, but this cosmic love is actually love for all, for all, in the way that everything coming into balance and harmony, which even includes the gratitude of our past life experiences that have brought us to different points where we've mastered our emotions, where we've mastered different points of our life, so that we are no longer prone or vulnerable to that chaos and what plays out. So much love to you, and go well.